what facilities does the students have in TSI University when they are choosing the IT or robotics?
Because in general it unites 11 different laboratories. It's open very huge possibilities for the industry.
So what are the opportunities that normally the students do have in Latvia or maybe in Europe after their graduation, if they especially they're studying robotics or IT?
Itself, we are very proud because we had several contracts with Tesla. It's quite a huge potential for people who graduated, earn the degree.
Good afternoon, guys. Today we are at TSI University. Once again, we have Mr. Mihail. He's the program director for robotics. So, Mihail, please introduce yourself.
So hello everyone, my name is Mihail. So actually I am taking the position of professor in engineering faculty of Transport and Telecommunication Institute, and exactly I am the person who is responsible for ICT, Information and Communication Technologies in university.
All right. Okay. So now you have what programs does this faculty offers for the international students?
In general, all the programs are available for international students, but to be specific one, so if we would take a bachelor level, so we are providing the opportunity to teach computer science, which is quite hot, quite popular and very demanded study program. Next one, on bachelor level, we are providing computer engineering and electronics, which is more dealing with the hardware. The third program is exactly the robotics, which you have already promoted. And also on bachelor level, we are providing something which is called aviation engineering. Okay, so and talking about the master level, because we are always providing the students an opportunity to continue their study. So on master level, we are providing a computer science study program. The next one would be computer engineering and electronics as a logical continuation of bachelor level. And I believe we have quite interesting proposal. It's a study program which is called Management of Information System. So it's again still in the domain of engineering, but it's, let me call it, multidisciplinary study program. So it's, I believe, a very good and balanced mix between the business and IT. And to be honest, we are also having a program on a PhD level, so called telematics and logistics, for students who would like to deal with research, with academical issues or whatever. So it's the whole spectrum.
All right. Okay. So you have this IT and robotics. So how is this is something very new, kind of a new era, new industry, artificial intelligence, robotics. So how it is. How do you ensure that you are giving the most modern education and the most updated education, and how it is different from any other university?
Okay. So to be honest, maybe 4.5 years ago, we have decided to open a robotics study program. Several key points why we made such decision. So first of all, we really feel quite a lot of interest from potential students. We're asking about robotics. We have heard much about robotics. And the second point is exactly the demand from the industry. So meaning that around us there are quite a lot of enterprises, and in many cases we are suffering from having people, having a staff, and therefore, let me say, a very, I would say, intensively what happens here in Latvia, but also in European Union, and also, to be honest, around the world, is automatization of production processes. Therefore, people who are dealing with robotics are actually the people who are demanded, because in general, they are not the people from computer science, they are not the people from electronics domain. It's some kind of mix. And actually, just, I believe, a month ago, we had a first cohort of students who were graduated from the study program. And of course, you have mentioned the issues regarding artificial intelligence. I believe this one is a key point, meaning that in robotics study program, we are offering students two specializations. Okay, one specialization is called industrial robotics. So this one is more for students who would like, to have some real projects with a real industry, configuring the robots or whatever. But in the same time, we have a specialization which is targeted much more to the research. It's called autonomous robots, and exactly following with specialization, you are able to find out all the new features, how to merge, a hardware which is robotics with artificial intelligence solutions. It gives quite a lot of possibilities, to express yourself and to provide and, not only provide, but also to resolve some your ideas, okay? Because, for example, a few years ago, 1 year and a half ago, our students participated some hackathon dedicated to the robotics. And what we have proposed actually the robot, okay, who is able to clean rivers. Okay, and it actually, I believe it was the second place they took with a concept, and this one is exactly the good mix of, a hardware, software, and modern technologies as artificial intelligence.
All right. What facilities does the students have in TSI University when they are choosing the IT or robotics?
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to say that, it could be two approaches, meaning that when it was a COVID time and it was, quite a lot of restrictions to visit university, of course, we have applied different kind of simulators, but here in TSI, we strongly believe that the people who are dealing with the hardware, to be honest, they need to deal with the hardware,
they
meaning
have a practical experience.
Practical experience, but not using the simulators, but exactly to feel the hardware. Therefore, here what we have telecommunication, electronics and robotics center. So why it's called a center? Because in general it unites 11 different laboratories dedicated to the topics of electronics and robotics and telecommunication, and the facilities are, let's say, we are using them both for research and also in a study process, meaning that all practical classes are happening in our facilities here. And I'm really very, very proud that last spring we have opened the new lab, which is, please believe me, innovative one, not only in Latvia, but also around Baltic states. Actually, one guru told me that the nearest such laboratory exists only in Finland, somewhere in the north. It's a lab dedicated to additive technology, and most probably right now you are thinking about 3D printing or whatever. Yes, but the story is that we have a separate lab which is dealing with 3D printing with the plastic. But the new lab we have opened is a 3D printing with metal things.
Okay.
It's opened very huge possibilities for the industry. Okay, and today, actually, it's quite funny, but today is the official opening day of this lab. And probably you saw quite a lot of, let's say, quite a lot of people right now, because we have invited the industry representatives from Latvian Association of Metalworks and Machinery. So we are going to visit this new lab, and we are going to see how we could help them in solving all the issues. So there are a lot of possibilities for the students.
All right.
Okay, so again, they could do it during the classes, or they could visit it outside the classes, dealing with some new ideas or whatever.
All right. So what are the opportunities that normally the students do have in Latvia or maybe in Europe after their graduation, if they're especially studying robotics or IT programs?
Maybe I will start with IT program. As I have stated, this one is the most popular study program. Okay, one of the things which is playing quite huge role, that there are a lot of international companies who are having offices, branches here in Riga, and of course they are demanding a lot of programmers. Just, not just to say words, but to give you a real example. So, at example, we have here in Riga Accenture Baltics office. Accenture is a wide and very well known IT company. Okay, so this one is actually the biggest company by the number of employees. And I believe for our future students it would be great to know that Accenture Baltics is our strategic partner.
Okay.
So we are all the time in communication with them, and of course it's one of the place. But beside of Accenture, again, there are Deloitte Latvia, which again requires quite a lot of people. Probably you have heard about the Deloitte as a consulting company. Yes, but they have a department which is dealing with IT, which is dealing with artificial intelligence solutions. So, and there are really a lot. So talking about robotics, as I have stated, so one direction is fully dedicated to the research, and you could stay in any university or to join any startup which requires the skills from robotics. But if you would like to deal much more with a professional, I'm talking about industrial robotics or whatever, again, there are quite a lot of companies who are providing service dedicated to the robotics. But to be honest, mostly they are running the projects outside of the Latvia, because the Latvia is the country, not the huge one. And here we have our strategic partner, the company called Robotics. And I believe we are in a cooperation already, I believe more than 7 years. Okay, and they are the primary, let's say, company who are employing our students. And the company by itself, are very proud because we had several contracts with Tesla. Okay, quite no company. So there is quite a huge potential for people who graduated, earn the degree, and would like to start their career in this
robotics.
Exactly. Exactly, you are right.
So Mihail, thank you so much for your time and explaining all the major information for the robotic programs and also for the IT programs. And it's our pleasure to have you in in the video. And thank you so much for your time once again.
It was my pleasure.
Yeah, same here.